Well, hi, darlings. So in front of me, I have the Nightshade palette by Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny. So let's play with it, shall we? Let's do an eye look. Here's the color story. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's purples and yellows and pops of green. So we're going to do an eye look with this today. So my base is already done, but let's add some colors to these eyes. Let's add some color to these eyes. So I'm going to grab a brush. Let's go ahead and grab this one here by Glam Light. And I'm going to go into this. Okay, here's the deal. I'm very skeptical about this color green. I'm suspicious. So let's play with it. Because the only way we're not going to be suspicious is by using it. So this one's called Henbane. Now, it looks like these are all like Enchanter, Bittersweet, Hypnotic, Henbane, Poisonous, Deadly, Night Fury. Looks like some of these are named after actual plants, and then others are just like around the theme. So go into here. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna place this as my transition, but I want it to be a little bit more concentrated near the crease, so that, and this palette does have a mirror, so I am using the mirror. Now there is nothing currently on my eyes, okay? So I don't have any primer or anything like that. I just kind of want to see how it does on my skin because that's how I use my makeup most of the time. Often I don't wear an eye primer just for the shimmers, but not for the base. So let's see, okay. When you first put it on, it's not scary pigmented. It is pigmented enough though to where the color shows up. Let's go ahead and get the other side to match here. I'm using the palette to look into because it does have a nice mirror on it. It's a good size, like a good size mirror. The size of the palette's actually really nice. It fits in your hand well without like all like the floppage, you know? Okay, let's add that on. So I was very skeptical about this color green. It has like a lighter base. So you can see it's kind of like that milky kind of green, but I think we're going to make this dark and smoky. We're going to certainly try anyway. But the color layers on nicely, so that's cool. If my lighting's changing, it's rainy season here, so it is about to pour. So if you hear thunder in the background, yes, it is thunder, which is good because we need the rain, so. But yeah, so this is actually the first palette that I've ever purchased from Gourmande Girls. And I want the Spooked palette. I do want the Spooked palette. But I wanted to grab this one and see how it performed. Just, you know, why not? I love the purples. But I figured for the first look, doing this palette, I needed, it was a compulsion. I needed to try the green. So let's go ahead and go into, I don't know if this is matte or if this is, let's see, Enchanter. Oh, it's shimmery. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna change of plans, okay? So we're just gonna buff out this green shade. Originally, I was thinking that this was matte, but it's actually a shimmery shade. So we're gonna use, what color do I wanna buff this out with? I could try buffing it out with Bittersweet. Let's just grab a little bit of Bittersweet. Hopefully it's not super pigmented for yellow, and we'll see how well that blends out with it. If it doesn't, then we're just gonna change tactics, you know? So let's go into this. Actually, let me grab a fluffier brush. Yeah, let's grab a fluffier brush. A little bit of this, tappa tappa. Let's just go over that. Listen, if we're gonna go and we're gonna use all the scary color, because listen, purples aren't scary for me, but this green is a little scary for me. So if we're gonna use the purples, let's just go into it, you know? The yellow shows up nicely. It is a little bit more pigmented. It's not like a really super sheer yellow. So that is a-okay. I'm just working that in, and let's see how transformative this green shade is. Okay, the yellow is nice. They're not really blending together, but the yellow forms like kind of a nice banding. I don't know how else to put that. The yellow's forming like kind of a nice banding happening here. Like, I'm actually not mad at the banding that's happening here. It just kind of works. I am just going to take my beauty sponge and kind of clean up that line because I don't want it to come too far down. But okay, let's see about these shimmers here. So there's this really gorgeous deep green here that I think is calling my name. So let's put on some NYX glitter primer and let's do that. I just take the tiniest amount, like literally the size of a pinhead, maybe a little bit bigger than a pinhead, but size of a pinhead basically. Let's just do that. And let's see how this does all over the lid. That is gonna be the plan. I wasn't planning to go this dark, but I am struggling. It's my own fault for not planning, but I am struggling with how I want to use some of these shades, especially that green. I am struggling with the green. That's my own hang up though. It's because in my heart of hearts, I don't love this color green, but I want to give it a shot. I want to try. Okay, so let's go to Hellebore. It is kind of a shifty shade. It almost has like it's like teal with green. I don't know. It looks really beautiful. So let's see. Oh, that is she purty. I am trying it with the brush first. I normally use my finger, but I want to try with the brush because I think some formulas tend to do better with brushes versus fingers and vice versa. But I usually prefer finger, but I wanted to try it. So this is a gorgeous lid color. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. I don't know why I'm British all of a sudden. I just am. All right, so let's work that here. I think I'm just going to place this all over my lid. And then maybe we'll add like a little pop of highlight. I don't know. That color is really pretty though. It's like really pretty. Now I think I do want to add some outer definition on like the outer part of the lid. And there's lots of things in here to choose from, including this really deep matte black. So let's get this color on first, and then I think we're gonna go into that matte black and deepen up this outer shade. But let's see, let's get this absolutely stunning blue on. All right. All right, and then on this eye, let's try it with a finger and see how it is. The finger is definitely my favorite way to apply shimmers. Yeah, it does beautifully with either one. I think that when you use your finger, you get a little bit more of like that foiled finish, because you're able to like, I am older and my eyelids have the texture of certain male body part and the kind that dangle and the testicles, and in case it wasn't clear. And I really love how when you use your finger, like when you use a brush, you get more of the texture, but when you use your finger, you just kind of get a better color saturation. And that's because your finger's denser, and the denser the tool, get your minds out of the gutter, the denser the color payoff will be. Now that on its own is really beautiful. That one shade alone, and I actually really love, I'll give it to her, the green with the yellow in the transition. I actually think that works out really well. I think this is a black-based green too, and that's why we're getting like that shadow kind of effect, which is really nice. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, so let's grab a Blend Bunny brush, and should we do purple or should we do the black? Oh, let's do deep purple because we're here. Why not? Okay, so I am going to the shade that's called Woody. It is a deep purple. Let's see how this looks with this green. I kind of think we're gonna get a little bit of like that peacock type effect, but I am only using this on my like outer corner here. So I just wanted to do that. Now there are other deeper purple. There's like this kind of a shade, which is called Night Fury, or there's like this deeper purple that you could use on the outer lid, but I really want that blue to like shine. It's like a teal, kind of a green. I really want that color to shine. So, oh yeah. I like that. Okay. Add that to this outer corner here. Okay, okay. You picking up what I'm laying down here? Just that little, just a little zhuzh. A little zhuzh. Okay, so there's really one clear winner for inner corner in this palette. And I think, well, for this look, I mean. And I think it's actually going to be this yellow color. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I think once it's on the finger, see how bright that is? But then we also have this light purple. Let's see. This shade's really interesting. I thought this was a matte at first, and it's not. It's actually a really pretty iridescent, like, hold on, let's put that one on the finger. Because I haven't swatched these yet. So you guys are seeing this, but I haven't swatched it. Here, let's see. Ooh. That gets to be our highlighter today. It's happening. Let me clean off my hand. All right, so let's finish the eyes, and then we'll use one of these as a highlighter. Okay, so I think I am going to go into this shade though as the inner corner highlight, because I think it's going to be real pretty as that. I have a feeling. So this one's called Flowering is the name of the shade. I'm just going to dry apply this. I'm not adding any wetness or anything. So, oh yeah. Yep. Now what I like to do with my inner corner is I like to sweep it up just a little bit like this, just to kind of brighten the inner, but not on the lid itself, if that makes sense. But that is very pretty. And it is kind of a shifty shade, right? Yeah, you get a little bit of, you see the yellow, but you also get a little bit of that like green type with it. I don't know, it's pretty. Okay. Oh yeah, that is what's up. I'm in love with that yellow. Yellow shimmers are really like, it's interesting because you don't see them as often as you probably should. They're really pretty, and I almost never see them. Like a good yellow shimmer that's not straight up metallic. It's different. Okay, let's add a little bit of this on the under eye here. I'm gonna say about 1/3 of the way in, just to add some of that brightness, because it is a little bit of a darker look. So let's add a little brightness. And then on the lower lash line, what do we want to do? I kind of want to just go into the green again with a little bit of a finer brush and then just do that. Maybe we'll use the one that we used that lid shade for, just a regular fluffy kind of eyeshadow brush, but it's kind of flat. And I'm just going to add the tiniest amount of that green shade, Hellebane, I think it's called. Yeah, Henbane, to the lower waterline. Let's see what we can do here without it being too much. I do still have, that's from my finger, because I was careless. I'm never gonna do it again, but that's a lie, because we both know I will. Okay, that is pretty. Now, I don't really notice any like creasing more than what my eyelids already do, which is exciting because, you know, I am older and I have creases on my like my eyes, and that's just kind of what happens. Okay, that is very nice. I like. Did I go a little heavy on this eye? Yup, sure did. So let's match the energy over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes real quick. I'm gonna put on some mascara. We're gonna put on some eyeliner, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the completed first look with the Nightshade palette. So I went ahead and put on the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. I've really been liking this. Really like that. In my waterline, I have the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Wildcat here. I I was skeptical. But just look at it. This shade right here, oh my God, this shade. This one's called Hellebore. OMG. Fucking pretty as hell. I really love how this came out. Even even without lashes, this looks so good. I'm feeling myself. But let's try one as a highlighter. So I don't have any highlighter on right now. I just have kind of a glowy blush on. And I'm thinking, as I touch other things, do we want to do the yellow? Let's do the yellow, because I feel like that's going to translate really well as a highlighter. Let me clear off my favorite highlightering finger. All right, let me just tap in just a little bit of flowering. That's what it looks like on the finger. Ooh. Are we going for blinding today? We're going for blinding today. Bitch. I'm so pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and weighty and sparkly. Sorry. I am who I am, okay? All right, that is real pretty. Did I go down a little bit too far with that? Yes. Do I regret it? Nah, not really. That is very pretty as a highlighter, because I'm still that annoying person who likes to put a little on their nose. Very, very pretty as a highlighter. What do you think? Are we giving jaundice? No, we're not giving jaundice, but we are giving sass, and I think it came out really beautiful. Thank you for watching. I will probably be doing other Get Ready With Me's using this palette here, so you'll see it some more. And I love your faces. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, and if you made it this far, will you leave me, I don't know, like a sun emoji, or I don't know, whatever the hell you feel like. Thank you for watching. I love your faces. Bye.